Alright, hello guys, this is Emerald Weather here, the actual founder of Emerald Weather. So yeah, this is a video about severe weather tips, considering that this week is gonna be really active for severe weather. It is made by the Emerald Weather crew. We we're gonna move on to special thanks to Frank, editor slash manager. Thank you. Also, thanks to Kashan Channel. Thank you to Kashan. He's the channel art maker. And also a huge thanks to you guys, our viewers, for actually finding this stuff entertaining. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to move on to the first slide here, which is be prepared for a tornado. This is the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. So tornado watch, this means conditions are favorable and they're the atmosphere is ready and could produce tornadoes at any given time. So basically, if you're under a watch, make sure to have a plan for shelter and supplies. Make sure it's well communicated with your family, so that you're not the only one home. You're not the only one home, and your whole family is away or something, and tornado warnings issued, and you don't know what to do. And also have your supplies. You need to make sure you have food, water, a NOAA radio down there, something to give updates. Make sure you have all those type of things. And also, the last thing, just check your forecast updates. Make sure you're checking local TV providers. A good website is what's it called? Oh gosh, the Storm Prediction Center. Go to the Storm Prediction Center if you want to know if you're in a good chance for severe weather or tornadoes. Local TV, good website is Storm Prediction Center. Go to those. Those things are really good. NOAA radio, also good. A warning: conditions are occurring or imminent. So that this means that a tornado was either spotted or a funnel cloud was spotted in the area that the tornado warning was issued. It also could mean that this is radar indicated, which means it's not totally spotted yet, but there is something going on. If you're under tornado warning, take shelter immediately. Don't waste a second going outside and looking, oh, hey, look at that tornado. It's going to kill me. You want to go take shelter immediately. Make sure that that's the first thing that pops in your head. Don't go chase these storms. Even if it is not a full tornado, there are many more dangers that comes with a tornado warned storm, like hail, straight line winds. Just all this damage can be done within a tornado warning, and it could not even be a tornado. So make sure that you don't waste a second and get to your shelter immediately. Also, monitor forecast for updates. Make sure you have a NOAA weather radio somewhere near you. Make sure government alerts are turned on your phone, so that you are notified as soon as it's issued. Especially if you're sleeping, that's a good thing because it is a very loud and an annoying sound. I promise you that it'll wake you up. So yeah, make sure you have all of that ready for you. Moving on to the next slide, this is severe weather watch versus a warning. So we're going to be comparing the duration, coverage area, advance notice, and actions. So a tornado watch. It could be spanned from a few to several hours, in between there somewhere. Coverage area, this is large sections of states or portions of a few states, so it could be portions of your state. Well, it could be your state, or it could be your state and a couple other states. So make sure you have that in your head. Advance notice, this advance notice could be an hour to several hours out. Actions for a watch is to have a plan. Make sure you're ready for when that severe thunderstorm warning is issued. Moving on to the warning now. We have the duration is either 20 minutes to an hour, so that is a pretty big span. That's much smaller though than a watch. It'll be a much smaller event. It'll still last long, but it'll be much smaller. Coverage area, portions of counties. So it could be a few counties in this warning area. Now, advance notice, this is minutes out. So tornado warning, you have minutes to get your advance notice. In fact, you could just be watching TV and you could get the emergency alert saying you have to take shelter immediately. because of a a severe thunderstorm warning. Actions, take cover. That's basically what I just said, so we're not going to talk about that much longer. Just make sure you go into a low-lying area of your house. Make sure you are safe from any debris that could be flying around from straight-line winds. Also, if there are down power lines, do not approach them. Just stay safe. Do not approach down power lines. They are still active. Even though they're down, they are still connected to power. So, let's go on to the next slide, which is severe weather tips. So, during a storm, just seek shelter immediately. Like I said, do not waste time thinking, oh, hey, I should get this on video for Snapchat. Or, oh, hey, look, this is a great YouTube video. Make sure to get it immediately. Your life is more important than a Snapchat video or something for Instagram or just all these social media sites. Take cover immediately. You hear thunder, that is a good sign. That is a storm is getting close to you. So make sure that you have a plan in place in case that severe thunderstorm warning or that tornado warning is issued for your area. So make sure you have that in your head, good plan in place. If you're not near shelter, find a low spot near trees. Ditch is the safest place. Let's just say you're either walking your dog or let's just say you are riding your bike far away from a house. Let's just say you're riding a bike in your block. A good thing to do possibly is, let's just say you're riding your bike, your phone goes off, tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. If you wanted to, if there's a neighbor that you know is nice, or if there's just a house nearby, I would recommend that you could possibly go to that house and ask if you could take cover in there for the duration of that storm and then head home once you know things are safe. That'd be a good tip. But if you're not near anything and you're just enjoying a nice bike ride, find a low-lying ditch because especially for a tornado, winds will go right over it. If you're on the highway and you're driving, do not go under an overpass. The winds will be stronger under an overpass. Make sure to pull to the side of the road, get out of your car, put your hands on your head, and just lay face down in the ditch. That's the safest thing for you to do during that scenario. Have local broadcasters and basically emergency alerts on your phone. Make sure you can get notifications. Make sure that you can check your TV or the Weather Channel whenever you can. Make sure that is very easy for you to get to. That's basically what I just said. Turn on notifications on your weather app, Weather Channel, WeatherBug, etc., etc. National Weather Service, local TV station. All these things are really good for you to have. If you don't have these things, I would recommend definitely getting a NOAA weather radio. They are maybe $50 to $100, but it is worth it. It is worth $50 to $100 to save your life. That is a good thing for you to have. Government alerts, yet again, turned on your phone. Another good thing. Those are basically all the essentials. Avoid any downed trees or power lines. That is what I said during that last slide and the tornado warning versus the tornado watch slide. Do not approach them. They are downed trees have hazards too. Most the down power lines are the biggest hazards though, because a down power line will basically mean that it is still active. You don't know if it's active. It could be sparking. Do not approach it, especially because the ground will be soaked around it because of all this rain that you just went through. Do not approach it. At least keep 50 to 100, 100 feet, or basically just keep 100 feet away from this thing is your best bet. And just because you don't want to get injured, you don't want to get shocked by this thing, because you will most likely die or be seriously injured after touching a down power line. Be weather aware. That is the last thing for you to know. Just make sure you are notified and have a good idea of what the weather is going to be like for the day. If you don't know, then I would recommend that you begin to check the weather kind of consistently, because that is going to save your life in the long run. Because you could just be relaxing one night, not aware of the weather, and a tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning could pop up in your area. And you have seconds to get to your shelter and get ready for this tornado to come through your area. So make sure that you are ready for any severe weather event. So I'm going to now go to Tropical Tidbits for the look at tomorrow's severe weather threat. So this is the NAM 3KM on this is the NAM 3KM on Tropical Tidbits. We're gonna go check out this model. So this is Tuesday. You can see these thunderstorms are just moving out. So these thunderstorms are moving out. This is kind of early Wednesday, kind of late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. We still have these showers and thunderstorms. This is what I say. This is what we just talked about. Be ready in this area. Basically, let's see here. If you live kind of northern Texas, Arkansas. If you live in Arkansas, you better be ready. Oklahoma, Louisiana, you're gonna get hit. Alabama, all these areas, you just got to be ready for the severe activity to be ready to be there. This is forecast hour 7, so this is probably maybe when you're waking up, and you can see in northern Texas we have these good thunderstorms firing up. Well, not good, but they're really organized thunderstorms. In fact, if I zoom in a little bit, I'm gonna just zoom into these. You can see how there's kind of a bend in this. And actually, there's 2 bends. This can represent really straight line winds with the system. Down power lines could occur, down trees. Basically, a lot of debris could be flying around with this straight line winds. Probably some good hail in some of these systems as well. So we're gonna move on. This is maybe you're probably beginning to get out the door in the morning, and you can see Oklahoma. We have a really good cell firing up. Kind of a line forming that goes from about northern Texas all the way up to let's see here. It's about northern Arkansas. That's where this is located. So this is when you're getting out the door going to work, and so yeah, we're gonna move on. And now you can clearly see this bend in the storm. That is some really strong winds. This will be probably could see gusts up to 80 to 90 miles per hour with the system. I'm probably betting, just looking at how good of a bend that is with this system. You can see this thunderstorm line is beginning to form still. It's getting into shape. Definitely still. Wouldn't be surprised if there are some tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, straight line wind, hail. All this stuff is definitely going to occur tomorrow, Wednesday, May 8th. Make sure your family is ready and prepared for any events that happen. So we're gonna move on, and this is forecast hour 10. So this is probably this is around maybe like 10, 11 a.m. So around lunchtime. You can still see this line from north. It's just moving out of northern Texas. Oklahoma is just getting ready to get hit by this. And Arkansas is also getting ready to be hammered by the storm. And so this is probably around 12 p.m.-ish, maybe 1 p.m. You can see huge bend in that system, more straight line winds occurring. You got to be ready for these really damaging winds to occur. And also be aware if you're watching the radar. I will give you a trick right now to spot out a possible tornado. If you're watching the radar, you can see all this line of storms. A good signature of a tornado is a clear hook. So there will be a hook element coming off the storm, and that is a definite good sign there's some type of tornado or rotation occurring in that thunderstorm. All right, we're going to move on. This is probably nighttime-ish hours, and it's just really getting into eastern Oklahoma now, starting to push its way on. There's definitely something going on right here in Arkansas. In Oklahoma, we have just this nice line of really strong and it's a really good formation of thunderstorms, really getting ready to attack basically at any given second. We're going to move on again, and we can see there's another bend. We've had a lot of these going on, and with this bend, there's going to be more straight line winds occurring, knocking down power lines. Make sure you do not approach a power line at least 100 feet away from a downed power line. You can see there's still some left in northern Texas. Still some, actually, this is like northwestern Texas. There's some pop-up stuff down there, but this is around maybe like 4 p.m., 5 p.m.-ish hours, and you can see these storms are just going through Oklahoma and going through Arkansas right now. So we're moving on again, and you can see we have like a break in the system. We have the southern side of the system, the south, this is the south side of the system, just kind of fell off and is now on an angle, getting ready to, it looks like it's going to dip down into, it does seem to be kind of northeastern Texas, and this area right here is still moving forward with its attack, basically. Now we're moving on to nighttime-ish hours. This is pretty dangerous for everyone because it's going to be so dark. If there's a tornado warning storm, you're not really going to be able to see that tornado coming. You're not going to be able to really see it, and that's why you're really going to need those government alerts turned on your phone, and also possibly even have the TV running during the night, just so that TV goes off, to go. You can clearly see there's a bend to this system and a bend to this one. Again, straight line winds. Make sure you know about that. We're going to move on, and this is we're getting to the nighttime-ish hours. Again, we're probably moving on to around 11, 12 a.m. Now down into southern, kind of southeastern Texas, there are some really huge storms firing up, and the ones that were just moving through Arkansas and Oklahoma, they're losing strength, but now we have some more really severe weather firing up down to the south, basically southern Texas, southeastern Texas, and southern Texas. We're going to move on again, and this is really beginning to get to nighttime showers. In fact, I was probably wrong. This is now more so really nighttime. And you can see all these storms that just hit Arkansas and Oklahoma, they're losing their strength, but there's still some in Oklahoma that are pretty strong. But down in Texas, these are going to be some really strong winds and definitely some hail. Nice bend to the system right there. That's going to be moving. Looks like it's moving southeast. No, south. Looks like it's moving southeast. Yeah, it's moving southeast. No, it's moving. I don't know. It's moving south. That's basically what I know. Yeah, and we're gonna move on now. This should be. Yes, we're gonna move on, and you can see these storms are now. They connected again, so these lines have connected again. And this is really late now in the night. And they're moving. They're definitely gonna be moving the southern they're moving southeastern direction. They're a really strong line. There's a dip right there. Wouldn't be surprised if we have a lot of hail with this system. We're probably going to see a lot of tornado-warned storms tomorrow. We're moving on again. This is Wednesday, and they got even stronger. It's a really strong line now. And we're just going to move on again with this. And this is really beginning to get even more intense as we move on to northeastern Texas. And as we move farther down, it's beginning to kind of lose its strength. But in southeastern Texas, we have a really good system firing up right there, really well organized. And this is Wednesday. This is probably really, really late at night. Still again, I messed up. I don't know why I keep saying it's really late at night. I guess I'm just trapped at really, really late at night. So there we go. Now these storms that were in northeastern Texas, they're now moving kind of to southeastern Texas. Southeastern Oklahoma. that is where they are at now, which is really organized. And this line keeps on going throughout the night. We're going to keep moving it. And this is the storms that were now in Texas. They have disintegrated and are just kind of down to some showers, possibly some rumbles of thunder there. But now they're moving into Louisiana. And so, yeah, they're moving into Louisiana now. And, yeah, so that is basically what's going on for Wednesday. And if we keep going with it, you can kind of see. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you see how this plays out from Tuesday all the way on to Thursday. So I'm not going to talk for this a little bit of time. So we're going to begin from, there we go. We're going to begin from here, and we're going to let you see how all this plays out, just so you get a good idea. And then we're going to end this video here. So let me begin. No talking. You guys can see everything that's going to go on. We're going to give it, here we go. There you have it. That's when it ends. So you can see by Thursday, all these storms have died out in the south. But as of Thursday, I do believe we have storms now beginning to fire up in the northeastern, north central, northeastern part of America. And those will probably not be that strong. Could possibly get strong, but won't be that strong throughout that time period. So, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I just want to thank you for actually enjoying the content. I want to thank you that we're almost at 70 subscribers. Round of applause. And I will see you guys in the next weather forecast and weather pattern video. Goodbye.